Today we're going to do something a little offbeat. Instead of doing something educational, my friend Denzel and I, we're going to talk about something we're passionate about. We're going to talk about the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef that took over the country. Canada's never going to recover from this. Drake's never going to recover from this. We're going to talk about how the cognitive function showed up in the beef so that it's easier to spot when you see it in real life, because legitimately this beef is so public that, and it was dissected by pretty much everyone in the world, where it's easy to look at what was said and what was done and then tie it to a certain cognitive function as to understand why that person approached that way. I grew up around hip hop music. I grew up around rap music. And one of the reasons why this beef matters so much to me is because it touched a little FI part of my heart. I spent a third of my life in California. I grew up during the time frame where Snoop, Tupac, and all those people were like huge. I remember when Tupac passed away. I remember being in California when California Love came out. When the Source Award happened, where Snoop was like, East Coast ain't got love for us. There's a part of this beef that I'm taking personal, but also, like I said earlier, Drake has been such a huge part of my childhood or my young adulthood that it was very difficult for me to kind of see this conflict between something that I love dearly, my childhood, to something that I appreciate dearly because it was part of my young adulthood.
Yeah, most definitely. I'm gonna admit I'm the type of dude that even though I won't incite a fight between two people, and I won't necessarily encourage it. If they're gonna go and fight anyway, I'm not about to close my eyes. Kendrick dropped "Meet the Grams." That's my least favorite song in the whole thing. That's
my favorite, dude. Like it's so FI heavy. It's crazy. What Kendrick did is something that I daydream about. It's FI being able to access a certain level of emotion that I know as a normal human being I will never be able to access. And it's to hate someone so much that we want to just destroy them.
Like, I agree with you, Kendrick, but you don't wish death on somebody because they don't align with what you think is morally wrong or ethically wrong and stuff like that. Like, that's too far. If you're really like taking the therapist role or whatever like that, really sit down, show love. I feel like a true therapist looks at the inner child. What happened to make Drake turn out to be this way? Look at that inner child and then speak to the inner child. Are you going to be speaking to that child and saying, you know, you should die, you're a horrible, disgusting person, you don't agree with my bro? It's all love all over. So regardless of where you're from, unless if you're from Canada, I guess it's not all love anymore.
Not like us. Not like us.
Not like us.
Yeah. All right, Joyce. Not like us.